Hello and welcome to the flip through of my newly set up 2018 bullet journal. This is a Leuchturm 1917, brand new. I'm excited. It's pretty and it's purple. This was my 2017 journal for June through December. It was a uni journal, and you'll see here, well, somewhere, that these were gridded pages. The grid goes right up to the edge all around. I truly loved this journal. It was excellent, good quality. It held on with paint and markers and everything that I tried on it. So no pages came out, nothing like that. It was a very good journal. I highly recommend it. It was cheaper than the Leuchturm 1917, which is the N bullet journal. It's the one that the pro bullet journalers use. So I thought I would give it a shot. I'm not impressed. I think the paper quality is very similar to the uni journal. The first 3 pages in the book were set up for your table of contents. I don't do that, so I've covered it up. And then the pages, let me get to a blank page. The grid goes almost to the top, and then it's got a spot for the date on every page. The pages are also numbered, and this is left blank. So I'm used to using up every little bit of my page, so that's going to take some getting used to. Just a note that this is a note I've made to myself, that the pages are 27.5 blocks across and 37 blocks up and down. So instead of having to count them every time I need to do that, I can just refer back to that. This is a calendar overview for 2018. It was a free printable from BUJO. Her site is free to join, and then you get access to her archives, and she's got all kinds of neat stuff. Printables, mandalas, calendars, trackers, a lot of neat stuff. I highly recommend BUJO as well. She's got some good ideas about bullet journaling, if that's what you like, or to get her perspective. I don't mean, she's good. This is another freebie from BUJO. I liked it, so I printed it out, and I plan to go back and color in the words with pens, just as a meditative kind of thing to do. So I'm saving that. Then I made this page forward planning for 2018. I started with February and went through December, with a box here also for 2019 for those doctor's appointments you make a year in advance and things like that. And I've gone ahead and put on some birthdays, things like that. Okay. Some of these things, like this, is a full page sticker, and so it really does add bulk to the pages. And this, since I didn't want that contents page, I took a page out of my old journal, a blank page, and taped it in here, or glued it in, made a sticker of it. So okay, this nice empty page is ready for me to start writing books that I've read or listened to in 2018. I listen to books on Audible, and I read Kindle books, and I read physical books. So I meant to keep up with this better in 2017, and I didn't. I could go back and recreate it if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. So I plan to keep better a better list here. I've seen some spreads that people do for books that they've read where they make a bookshelf and draw in the books, and then you write the book's name on the spines. And that's a great idea, but I haven't decided whether I just want a list or whether I want to do that work. So I haven't decided. But that page is ready. This is my camping page for 2018. Up here, I am just going to list the campgrounds that we go to and what we thought about them. And this is my pre-trip checklist. That's hard to say. I don't know why. But I keep this. I had it in my other last year's bullet journal, and I'm using it in this one because that way we can just go down this list before we walk out the door and make sure that we have everything we absolutely need. Like phone chargers. Okay, so after this was kind of the annual stuff, and I turned the page and we're to January, ready for the first monthly spread. And you'll notice on all of my, the first 2 pages of the month, where I have my calendar and tracker, I have washi down those pages. And that is so that when I look at my book, I can just look to see where those washi pages are, and that tells me where the beginning of that month is. So, here is my January calendar. I have filled it out. This is just handwritten because I'm not real fond of those really fancy cursive fonts. Some of them to me seem illegible. So that's not my thing. If it's yours, that's absolutely fine. I'm just saying that it's not for me. So this is a font that I printed out. A little page like this, how to make all the letters. And I just keep it in the back of my journal. This just adds a little decorative. You don't have, I mean, that is by far not necessary. And I've put some things that are already scheduled on my calendar. This is my January tracker. I've got the days of the month over here, and down the side I have mood, journal, like did I write in my journal? Did I take my medicine and vitamins? Was it a no spend day? And did I turn the lights out, which I have to do on work night, before I work. Or otherwise I want to sleep through the day. Did I share a picture to Instagram? Did I share something on my Facebook page for Jen's Mix, which is my Facebook page? And did I post a video to YouTube? And then I come down, reading, arting, and that's like a verb. Did I read during the day? Did I make some art? And did I craft? And I've separated this into my owl and other. So if I work on my big project, that's my owl, or did I work on a smaller project? And then notes, because last month I was sick for several days, and I wanted to write that in so that when I saw that I didn't hardly do anything, it's because I was sick. So, this is my crafting tracker for the month, and on Ravelry.com, there's several groups where you can play games, and you're challenging yourself to craft whatever you want to craft. You just have to figure out how to make it work in the challenge. So I play Nerdopolis, and I play Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup. Like I said, they're just imaginary. There's no real prizes, nothing like that, but it's just fun. and it encourages you to make something rather than just waffle. Well, what do I want to make? I don't know. And so you wind up not doing anything. Since I have been a part of these groups, I have been very productive with my crafting, whether it's been crochet, knitting, I did some spinning. So if you do any of those things, I highly recommend you go to Ravelry.com. It's free to join, and you don't have to play the games to go, but there's tons of patterns, ideas, boards that you can join. One of the things in the Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup group is a 3-month project that you think was going to take you about 3 months. It's called a detention owl, and you finish works in progress that have been sitting around. I've got a sock yarn blanket to join and border. I've got the squares ready, but they've got to all be, they're all separate, so they have to be joined, and then I have to border the whole thing. I have a virus shawl that needs to be finished. I have a pair of socks where I am to the heel, cuff down on the first sock. So this will be the push to make me go ahead and get those finished. And I have a granny square blanket that's in process. So you have to propose it and be accepted, and then you just get to work, and you have a turn-in. You have to turn in your 50%. So you have to state that up front, what it's going to be. Whether you craft or not, if you do something on a regular basis, I suggest some kind of tracker like this, because it really does help keep you on track. I guess that's the purpose of a tracker. But I really enjoy this, and it helps me be productive. I don't waste time doing something that is going to take more time, and then it's not going to be useful to me. So anyway, this is my January artist trading cards page, and I've got the 3 swaps that I'm in currently at swapbot.com. They swap all kinds of things there, so if you're interested in that, it's free as well. I don't pay to do any of these things online. And then I just have my things that I want to track about it. So I keep a dream log, and I try to just jot down 1 or 2 sentences if I have a dream that I want to remember what happened, who was in it. Because looking back, I can say, oh, that's what that means. So I try to do this whenever I remember my dream. Just jot a couple lines about what was going on. And then I come to my first bullet journal spread. This is a weekly spread for the first week of January. I just have the days coming down here. And I've got overtime, and I have to buy lottery tickets on Tuesday and Friday. So these are things that I know I need to do. And I've got other things here that I need to get done this week, in which this starts on January the 1st and goes all the way through next Sunday the 7th. So the things that I have on my list could be done in this week. I'm not going to should on myself, but I definitely am able to do those. But a lot of times I just move things from one week to the next. And after that, I'm ready to start with my daily journaling. It's a diary keeping for me. Some days it's just 1 or 2 lines. It was a rotten day, or I'm tired, or grumpy. But I try to put down something every day, because of course that means that I can go back to my tracker and fill in the box for journaling. And ideally, all these boxes would be filled in that yes, I journaled. Yes, I took my vitamins. No, I didn't spend anything. And yes, I went to bed on time. So that should be a solid block of squares. That rarely happens, but that's the idea, and that's what this pushes me to do. So I'm ready for the 1st of January. Journal about it, what's going on, and start using this Leuchturm bullet journal. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I usually do 2 or 3 bullet journal videos during the month, and I also do crafting, art, you name it, all kinds of stuff that I will share with you in my other podcasts that come out every Sunday. So, again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.